Look who's on Raw. Little Miss Bliss.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
She will break your heart, break your jaw, and you'll still find yourself stalking her social media pages. The goddess has arrived. What a big night this will be.
And Alexa is indeed in love with herself. There is no doubt about that.
In love with herself and seemingly always angry at the rest of the world.
Alexa Bliss is nothing but kind to me, Saxton. She just must not like you.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Corey, I got some breaking news. Alexa actually wants Byron as a guest on Alexa's playground tonight.
Oh, thank God. I thought she'd never ask.
Guys, actually, I have a dinner date with my mom. I won't be available.
And Saxton isn't the only person crying for their mommy on the arrival of Alexa Bliss.
Byron, is the old Alexa still in there?
I mean, I'm kind of wondering, but I don't really want to find out myself. Hey, she seems happy.
And she's also about to turn the ring into her own personal playground.
Byron, you better run. Because I heard the Empress of Tomorrow doesn't like you.
Oh, no.
And from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
Byron, you are definitely not ready for Asuka.
Oh, Michael, maybe on a good day.
No, not on your best day. But for once, there's no shame in that, Saxton. No one is ready for Asuka. Can I finish my thought? I know you're scared.
I get excited when I see Asuka. I'm sorry, Corey. Continue.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Maybe you can borrow Asuka's mask, Byron. Anyway, she's a Women's Grand Slam champion. Raw Women's title, SmackDown Women's title, NXT Women's title, Women's Tag Team title.
Asuka marches to her own drum in life and in the ring.
A lethal striker. By the time her opponent knows what hit him, it's too late. Saxton, when's the last time you took flowers to the gravesite of those detestable inflatable friends?
I beg your pardon.
From San Jose, California, Bayley.
Hey, despite what you think about Bayley, there's no denying what she's accomplished. The first Grand Slam champion in the women's division.
And there's also no denying that Bayley has no problem stepping on anyone along the way.
Because Bayley thanks herself for all of her accomplishments, and you can't argue with the results. Bayley knows how to win.
Corey, you think she can be great on commentary with you?
I have my doubts, but let's just have Bayley stick to the ring, where she's at her best. I mean, this table already has its role model.
Thank you. The man is here.
Becky Lynch never backs down from a fight, and as a result, has earned everyone's respect.
from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
The man has an unmatched confidence and swagger about herself.
Becky's about to stake her claim as the man.
Yeah, I don't see her claim being denied here tonight.
The Glamazon, one of the most dominant women in WWE history.
Beth Phoenix looks poised for competition here tonight.
And from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
You know, Beth Phoenix, one of the most powerful and intimidating women to ever compete in WWE.
You're absolutely right. It truly doesn't matter what kind of competitor you fancy yourself. When you lock eyes with the Glamazon, your first thought is retreat.
The youngest Hall of Fame inductee in the history of WWE. Now you're looking at the future right here.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Bianca's been exceptional her entire life. She earned all SEC and All-American honors in track and field at the University of Tennessee. And if you just ask her, she'll tell you why she's better than everybody else.
You got eyes, Byron. You understand. A freak in the weight room, a beast in the ring. Bianca Belair could do it all.
And she's got a lethal hair whip.
Look who's on the main stage.
One half of the Australian duo known as the Iconics.
And their opponent, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Billy Kay.
You know, there's just something about Billy Kay that I don't trust.
And what is that, Byron?
This seems so disingenuous. I mean, she smiles to my face, but I feel like she's making fun of me under her breath.
She is. Billy Kay, extremely beautiful, extremely dangerous.
Byron, I talked to Billy Kay about you, and her quote was, "He's too dumb to function."
I find that hard to believe.
Listen, I didn't say it. I was just repeating what I was told by my source.
Good journalist.
Here's a woman who will truly show us the way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Way, from Anaheim, California, Candice LeRae.
I don't get it. Candice used to be beloved, right? She was known as Candice Wrestling, and now she's somebody completely different.
That's because being nice never got Candice to the top of NXT. Now, that's where she exists, along with The Way.
Has competed in War Games, TLC, street fight matches, ready for anything.
She's even competed against the likes of, get this, Kevin Owens and Cesaro before joining WWE.
From fabulous to untouchable.
Here comes a self-proclaimed most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Saxton, how many times do I have to tell you? Many other people make the same proclamation. This is the most beautiful woman in all of WWE. That is my unbiased opinion.
Yeah, sure it is.
And from Staten Island, New York, Carmella!
Carmella's proven herself as one of the most talented in-ring competitors. But according to Carmella and Corey, she's also the best looking.
According to many people, Cole, you clearly just don't speak to the right people.
Well, Byron told me she wasn't best looking.
Why are you being a snitch, Michael?
Would you take the advice on whiskey from someone who's never had a drink? I don't think so. Gone are the days of moonwalking. The trash talking remains. And let's be honest, I think we were all a little bit over the dance break thing.
Hey, I miss those dance breaks.
You're the one.
Here comes the queen, the franchise, and the self-proclaimed opportunity.
And from the Queen City, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair!
You know, the WWE Universe, at least many in it, believe that she's been handed title opportunities in main events.
Well, many of those same doubters live in their parents' basements, Cole. I wouldn't necessarily value their opinion. This is Charlotte Flair. This is the queen. This is the opportunity.
So, Byron, from your parents' basement, what do you feel about Charlotte Flair?
First of all, I moved out last week, Michael. And second of all, I do think Charlotte's ego can be a bit out of control at times.
After everything Charlotte Flair has accomplished in her career, her ego is allowed to be as big as it possibly can be.
She's got an amazing robe.
Saxton, how have you not learned by now? You need to open the ropes for the queen.
Corey, haven't you heard? I'm no longer on road duty.
Oh, I didn't get that memo.
A once-in-a-lifetime talent, here comes China.
And from Redondo Beach, California, the ninth wonder of the world, China!
I just hope we see that devastating powerbomb tonight from the ninth wonder of the world.
I would give anything to watch you suffer that earth-shaking gorilla press slam, Saxton, from the ninth wonder of the world.
That doesn't sound like a fun time at all.
She's held both the Intercontinental and Women's Championships in WWE, and tonight, China looks to add to her legacy. Gentlemen, are you ready? I think Dakota Kai is about to get her kicks.
I see what you did there. Look at that intimidating scowl. Byron, you look scared.
I am scared.
And from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai!
This is a woman who demands her place in the spotlight and has taken it by pure force. A woman who possesses incredible speed and toughness.
And no shortage of animosity.
That's a good thing.
Dana Brooke is in action.
Cleveland, Ohio, Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke, certainly one of the hardest workers in the women's division, always trying to learn new skills and techniques to better her game.
There's no doubt she has beauty, there's no doubt she has power, but she also has brains.
Did you guys know that Dana Brooke has never lost a match on the same day that Byron Saxton had a date?
Really?
That's right.
Amazing
Byron,
stat.
when was your last date?
None of your business.
Exactly.
A force to be reckoned with in the women's division.
And from Ayrshire, Scotland, Doudrop.
An imposing figure in the women's division.
Yeah, Doudrop used to be happy to dance and entertain the WWE Universe, and well, now she's here to win and inflict as much punishment as possible.
Sounds to me like Doudrop finally got her priorities in order.
Well, Doudrop has won some of the top women's titles all throughout Europe and has already earned victories here in WWE over the likes of Naomi, Natalya, and Liv Morgan. She is physically and mentally prepared for the task at hand in tonight's match.
Well, the masked rider has finally arrived.
Now this is how you make an entrance.
And their opponent from Dallas, Texas, Ember Moon.
A woman who reinvented herself with her return to NXT and found a compelling ally in Shotzi Blackheart, winning the women's tag team titles. Ember Moon, always game, always ready, always focused. The first competitor to ever win both the women's title and women's tag team titles in NXT. Something tells me Ember's Law is about to be served tonight.
An up-and-coming talent in the women's division.
If you ask Indy Hartwell herself, Cole, she's not up and coming. Indy believes she is already main event worthy.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Think about what Indy Hartwell has already accomplished here, being an NXT Tag Team Champion alongside Candice LeRae.
It was a true testament to following the way.
The sky's certainly the limit for Indy Hartwell.
Guys, we're about to see a display of indie wrestling.
I see what you did there, Corey.
On a more serious note, one of the most well-rounded competitors in the entire women's division.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
Think about some of the accolades that Io Shirai possesses. She was a finalist in the Mae Young Classic and held the NXT Women's Championship for over 300 days.
An incredibly impressive feat from a world-class competitor. The genius of the sky preparing to take flight.
She's a 1-1 highlight reel.
And from Glen Ridge, New Jersey, Casey Catanzaro.
Casey Catanzaro is a dynamo with a truly impressive athletic pedigree.
Indeed, a standout Division I gymnast, Casey Catanzaro has conquered some of the most difficult obstacle courses in the world.
You know what, guys? I'd be hard-pressed to name a woman with a brighter future, in my opinion, here in WWE.
What I love about Casey Catanzaro also is her versatility. She's proven herself not just as a capable singles competitor, but also a tag team competitor as well.
Mark my words, gentlemen, there are plenty more highlight reel moments to come from Casey Catanzaro.
Oh, she's scary, all right. The Queen of the Scots.
And the best high flyer in the women's division.
Oh, some will say that.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, the NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray.
Extremely arrogant and very disrespectful. I saw how this woman was talking to you, Byron.
Well, thanks for standing up for me, Michael.
No, I actually liked it.
There's a reason she's one of NXT UK's most successful competitors.
A ruthless competitor will do anything to stay atop NXT and NXT UK.
She's proven successful thus far. Sit up straight, Saxton. It's time to class up the joint. The sassy Southern Belle has arrived.
And from Paris Island, South Carolina, Lacey Evans.
She may be classy, but she's also tough. Former Marine and military police.
Is that why she has handcuffs all the time?
No, Saxton, those are for the Nature Boy. A true lady with grace and confidence. How can you not love Lacey?
Look who's here!
And from Moscow, the ravishing Russian, Lana.
I heard Booker T might have learned a little variation of his spinneroonie from Lana.
I actually heard the same thing. I'm going to double check with my sources and get some verification on that.
Well, tell me you guys didn't just say that.
Lana, extremely beautiful, incredibly talented in the ring, has improved immensely during her time here in WWE. Here comes the self-proclaimed juvenile delinquent.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
WWE is her passion, used to wrestle with her brothers in their New Jersey backyard.
Now, Liv Morgan has come a long way from those backyard competitions. One of the brightest stars in WWE's women's division. Here comes the powerhouse blonde bombshell.
And their opponent from Yorktown Heights, New York, Mandy Rose.
One of the top competitors in the women's tag division.
How about the storybook romance that Mandy Rose had with Otis?
I'd rather forget those days, Saxton.
Why? It was true love. No doubt the highest profile win for Mandy Rose when she defeated her former partner Sonya Deville in a loser leaves WWE match at SummerSlam.
Oh my goodness, it's France's greatest export.
She's actually French-Canadian.
Same thing.
Oh, gosh.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Maurice.
We were recently in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Cole, and I tried to marry every woman I met because they all sounded like Maurice.
That sounds like a personal problem.
Tremendous competitor in the ring. Of course, the wife to The Miz, but Maurice.
I like to refer to The Miz as Maurice's husband.
As successful as Maurice has been,
When she does that,
she has a very questionable attitude.
there's nothing to question, Byron.
The HBIC.
Head baddie in charge.
And Mia is always ready for a fight.
And from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
Mia Yim with impressive performances in the first two Mae Young Classic tournaments.
Yeah, plenty of big match experience in NXT, competing at several NXT TakeOver events.
Ready to jump to that next level with a win here tonight. Multi-time champion Mickie James.
And from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
A six-time champion. Well, great in-ring IQ, exceptional grappling skills for Mickie James.
Owns one of the most devastating strikes in the women's division, the mid-kick. Might have one ready for her opponent here tonight.
Hope she has one ready for you.
Hey, Michael, Corey.
What?
It's glow time!
I'm surprised you enjoy this much, Saxton, seeing as how you're afraid of the dark.
It glows like having a nightlight, so it's okay.
And from Orlando, Florida,
One of the most athletic superstars in the history of WWE.
A former pro basketball cheerleader, professional dancer, Naomi can do it all from bell to bell.
And one of the most fun and exciting entrances in all of WWE.
Never shies away from competition, always seizing the opportunity to get better. That's what feeling the glow is all about.
And here comes Natalya.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Natalya!
Product of the Hart family dungeon, carrying on the legacy of the legendary Hart family in sports entertainment. Natalya always ready to handle things inside the ring.
Now the daughter of Jim the Animal Neidhart, the niece of WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart.
She's got the power of her father and the finesse of her uncle. Maybe the most respected superstar in the entire women's division. All right, I've been looking forward to seeing Nia beat someone up.
And from San Diego, California, Nia Jax!
Hey, whenever Nia Jax enters an arena, whenever Nia Jax enters a match, everyone takes notice of the dominance that this woman is capable of.
She's beautiful, she's powerful, she's dangerous. It's like $1 million smile on a wrecking ball. Nia Jax is the irresistible force to be reckoned with.
She has accomplished so much in her young career in WWE. The sky is the limit. She has the pedigree. Nia Jax.
And from Glasgow, Scotland, almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H.
Inspirational or delusional?
I say inspirational, motivational, impactful. How can you not be a fan of Nikki A.S.H.?
Easy, she's delusional.
Such a Debbie Downer.
What does almost a superhero mean?
It means you don't need superpowers to be a superhero. You can be a superhero by just doing the right thing, by just trying your best, Michael.
So if you left the commentary desk, would that make you a superhero, Saxton? Because that's the right thing.
That's a bad example, Corey.
Corey, what do you make of Nikki Cross?
Well, I think she needs to be medicated and locked up, but I enjoy having her in WWE. As long as I don't have to fight her, we're good.
Nikki Cross a bit off her rocker.
And their opponent from Glasgow, Scotland, Nikki Cross!
Corey, if you were in the ring with Nikki Cross, what would you do?
Run.
That's actually pretty good advice.
Very strange individual. On the rise, and what will be a tremendous career, here comes Peyton Royce.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing the Iconics, from Sydney, Australia, Peyton Royce.
Well, Well, she's one of the WWE's most skilled women's tag competitors, trying to break out as a singles competitor.
Peyton Royce said she's tired of sitting and waiting for her spot. She'll take it by force.
Well, Peyton can back it up with a win here tonight. Look, Peyton Royce extremely talented. Her attitude, that's something else.
She's been nothing but sweet to me, Saxton.
A massive presence in the women's division.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
It's hard to name a faster ascent to the top of NXT. Just over a year after her debut, she became NXT Women's Champion.
She handed Io Shirai her first singles pinfall loss in nearly 2 years to become NXT Women's Champion.
Look at the spectacular physique of this woman. A back so big, you could drive your car up to it and watch a movie on it.
Gotta find out what her workout plan is like.
Harder than yours, Saxton, harder than yours.
Hey, Byron, I think that there is a reckoning upon us.
I believe you are correct, and there is destruction to follow.
And from parts unknown, reckoning.
Here's a woman who terrorized the Performance Center as part of Retribution, breaking windows, destroying the ring, and attacking superstars.
I think Reckoning is planning on that same treatment for her opponent.
Bad attitude right here.
Oh, that mask is scary.
Her opposition should be scared. Now the nightmare is real.
Rash, bold, and unashamed. Brutality has arrived.
And from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
You know, Rhea Ripley's got to be the billboard example when it comes to stealing headlines in your debut. Remember, Rhea Ripley won the Raw Women's Championship on the grandest stage of WrestleMania.
Now, you're absolutely right, Byron. Rhea Ripley is not afraid of any competitor, no matter how impressive their resume may be.
You know, some would call this confidence, others arrogance. That's the look on the face of Rhea Ripley.
What we do know is that Rhea Ripley is always prepared for any kind of fight.
Make way for Ronda Rousey.
And from Venice Beach, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey!
The winner of the 2022 Women's Royal Rumble.
I think there's a strong likelihood we're going to see broken limbs and faces courtesy of Ronda Rousey. She is ready for this big match, and she knows everyone backstage will be watching her make an impact.
Such an impressive young talent in the women's division.
And from Tokyo, Japan, the Warrior of the Sun, Saray!
Saray has amazing striking skills, and she's a submission specialist as well.
Yeah, this early into her WWE career, Saray already owns victories over the likes of Dakota Kai and Mandy Rose. The sky is the limit for the Warrior of the Sun.
Intense look we just saw, ready to compete at the highest level.
Yeah, the future is indeed bright for the Warrior of the Sun.
I think, is that Saray's future reflecting off the top of your head, Saxton?
What are you talking about, Corey?
Guess what?
What?
It's boss time!
I knew you were going to say that, Michael.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, the Raw Women's Champion, Sasha Banks!
Stephanie McMahon brought Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks to WWE, and those three women changed the course of history as we know it today.
Yeah, Sasha Banks has been a trailblazer. She has been at the forefront of that change. In fact, Sasha's career-long motto, be so good, they can't ignore you.
Arguably the best competitor in the women's division in WWE.
This superstar is downright scary, as physical as they come, the Queen of Spades.
And their opponent from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the NXT Women's Champion, Shayna Baszler.
A women's MMA pioneer. In fact, Shayna Baszler finished most of her matches by submission.
And those skills have translated to WWE Women's Division dominance.
That's right. She holds the record for most women's Royal Rumble eliminations and women's Elimination Chamber eliminations.
It doesn't matter if she has one opponent or 29. In the ring or in a chamber, Shayna Baszler is always ready to fight. When the mouth guard goes in, the lights go out for her opponent.
Saxton, welcome to the ball pit.
We're gonna get you some extra tokens, Saxman, maybe some extra cheese.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Shotzi.
Shotzi looks like she'd be sticky to touch.
Well, she was a finalist on WWE Tough Enough back in 2015, but was medically disqualified.
Fought hard to earn her way on the independent scene, recovered from that medical condition, and now she is right where she belongs, here in WWE.
Already a big following in the WWE Universe, Shotzi.
It's always better to follow a tank than have to face it.
Why don't you get up there and test that theory, Saxton?
Yeah, I'm good.
Time to put your hair up and square up.
From Chemung, New Jersey, Sonya Deville.
Highly proficient and highly dangerous inside the squared circle.
Sonya Deville about to square up on the big stage. Sonya Deville, such a force in the women's division, from Tough Enough in 2015 to NXT in 2017. What a name she's beginning to make for herself in the WWE Universe.
One of the most popular competitors in women's division history.
She's got legs and knows how to use them.
And from Baltimore, Maryland, Stacy Keibler.
The longest legs in WWE. Those kicks hurt.
Hey guys, I think Stacy just smiled at me.
She was looking at herself in the reflection on top of your head.
One of the most successful competitors in women's division history.
The entire women's division looking to make their name at the expense of Stacy Keibler.
Oh, here comes WWE's Chief Brand Officer, the true authority around here.
And from Greenwich, Connecticut, Stephanie McMahon.
Here she is, the one true architect of the women's evolution.
Well, if Stephanie McMahon doesn't feel like she's earned the respect of the superstars around her, there's one guarantee: she'll beat the respect out of them.
A true quality of a great leader.
Some would say that perhaps her attitude leaves a little bit to be desired.
Well,
She's the boss.
Well, I'm not me, I'm just saying.
Listen, Tamina's not going to waste your time. She's just going to punch you in the mouth and fight you.
And from the Pacific Islands, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Tamina.
That is a scary human being. Doesn't matter if the title's on the line here tonight. This woman lives to compete under any circumstance.
Well, here comes the girl with the shiniest wizard.
A competitor that's shown she possesses tremendous heart from bell to bell.
A true inspirational superstar.
And from the Welsh Valleys, Tegan Knox.
Well, Tegan was betrayed by her former best friend, Dakota Kai, in the first ever women's War Games match.
All that says to me is that Tegan Knox simply isn't a very good best friend. Saxton? I reserve my comment. Saxton?
Well, a feel-good story every time Tegan Knox competes. Now here comes one of my favorite superstars today.
And from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, still young and always improving her game. Toni Storm tended to come up short in the past until she changed her attitude.
Yeah, Toni said no more waiting for opportunities and promptly threw herself right into the hunt.
This whole place is about to run on Toni time.
A superstar, a Hall of Famer that has influenced an entire
And their opponent
generation.
from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Trish Stratus.
You are looking at a woman who's ready to take on old and new schools alike.
Despite everything Trish Stratus has accomplished in her career, she is still inspired simply by competition.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Chongqing, China, Xia Li.
Xia Li is a woman who claims to be motivated to bring justice to WWE.
If you are a source of evil, Xia Li will have no problem hunting you down.
Or is Xia Li herself the evil source? How about that, Saxton?